Senator, thank you for sitting down with me.
My pleasure.
First, just ever been to Rhode Island in the past? Any connection to the state in your life?
I've been here not many times, but on a number of occasions.
And of course, your senior strategist is a Rhode Islander.
Yes, he is. Ted comes from Providence.
So yesterday, we covered Secretary Clinton's rally at Central Falls High. All the Rhode Island Democrats prominent were around her, the governor, Senators Reid and Whitehouse. And yet, the buzz in town is that you have a good shot of taking her down and winning Rhode Island. What do you think a message that will send to our top Democrats if you win this state?
Well, this has happened all over the country. I mean, Secretary Clinton, in all due respect, is the establishment candidate. She always ends up having Democratic leaders on her side. We have now won 16 states despite the Democratic leadership because we're bringing the rank and file, the grassroots of the Democratic Party to stand up to the big money interest, and we're winning a whole lot of support, getting a whole lot of energy.
Paul Krugman wrote in the New York Times yesterday that the primary is essentially over. So what's your pitch as people hear things like that?
Well, I think Mr. Krugman might want to tell the people of California that they kind of think that maybe the largest state in this country should have the right to determine who the candidate for president will be and what the agenda of the Democratic Party will be. We're in this fight till the last vote is cast. We're in this fight to represent a declining middle class that wants to get a fair share of the action and not see all income and wealth go to the top 1%, that wants to have the United States join the rest of the industrialized world, guarantee health care to all people, guarantee paid family and medical leave, demand that the wealthiest people who are doing phenomenally well start paying their fair share of taxes. We're going to take that fight to the last state and the last vote, and I'm confident that we're going to do very, very well in the remaining states.
One of Secretary Clinton's comments yesterday at the rally to Rhode Island voters was that with your college tuition plan, she said, "I don't want to give free college tuition to people like Donald Trump." What's your response?
That's a bad answer because we have a long history of public education in this country. And that means that all of the children, the wealthy and the poor, have the opportunity to free public education. What we need to do is tell Donald Trump and his billionaire friends they are going to start paying their fair share of taxes so that all of our kids, regardless of income, in a very simple way, can get free tuition at public colleges and universities. In the year 2016, when we talk about public education, it's not good enough just to talk about the first grade to the 12th grade. The economy has changed. Technology has changed. Public education must include free tuition at public colleges and universities.
Rhode Island's lost a lot of manufacturing jobs.
Yep.
Some studies show we've lost more than any other state,
Really?
or almost the highest in the country among regions since China joined the WTO. Can you realistically say if President Sanders was in the White House, a lot of those jobs would come back, or is it too late?
Well, I think what we can say realistically is I voted against all of these disastrous trade agreements because I knew exactly what corporate America would do: shut down in Rhode Island, shut down in Vermont, move to China, bring the products back in here. Secretary Clinton supported virtually all of these trade agreements. If elected president, we will renegotiate these trade agreements, demand that corporate America invest in the United States of America, not just in China or Mexico.
Finally, I know we have limited time. As you're getting toward the end of the primary season, you've had this amazing number of people at rallies, and the reaction, I see it on my own Facebook feed. Have you learned anything? What have you taken away from this campaign? Has it changed you?
Yes, absolutely has. We have now won 16 states, caucuses and primaries, got millions of votes. What I think we have seen is that a whole lot of people, working people, young people, are saying, you know what? This country can do a whole lot better. We should not continue to see the decline of the middle class. People should not have to work 2 or 3 jobs to cobble together some income and health care. We should have health care for all people, should have paid family and medical leave. We should not have the terrible poverty that we're seeing in inner cities all across this country while the richest people become richer. Those are profound lessons that I've learned.
Do you think even if you're not the nominee, you can keep this movement alive, the people who've been with you?
I think so. I think people are now understanding that the status quo, politically, economically, from a criminal justice point of view, is not working for ordinary people. We need fundamental changes.
Thank you for the time, Senator Sanders.
Thank you very much.